Alright, so I'm back here with a video. Water trapping finally opens today in Wisconsin. It opens at 9 o'clock, so I got about a half hour, so I'm going to check some area out. But I'm going to be trapping the Refuge today first. And if you remember last year, that's where I started. But I'm going to be trapping a new channel here. Never trapped this channel yet. A lot of the areas I was trapping last year are all dried up. So I'll be walking this channel mainly, but I'll go check out some of the other area first, since I got about a half hour till it opens. So I'll show you some of the sets I'm looking at, and then when it finally opens here at 9 o'clock, I'll show you the sets I make. Alright, so if you remember from last year, this is the first area where I made some sets. I had a pocket set right there. Then I had a dog proof right on that old beaver dam. Right now this area's got some water in it from a bunch of rain we've been getting, but like last week, I think it was, there was no water in here at all. Just a little bit of a trickle and you could walk right across this. It was just a sandbar. But there used to be a beaver house back there. Now there's really no water. So I did see some coon tracks over here. Might be able to get a dog proof down here. Some coon tracks right here. Last year I had a dog proof right down here. So I might set a dog proof here. Might take a look at this area for a pocket set possibly. There could be some rats coming back here, some mink. But I'm gonna move on, check the next area, and wait till it opens. Alright, so here's another area I set up last year. If you remember, I walked all the way back there, and the channel runs all the way back there, but probably a week or two I took a walk back there and I didn't really see any signs, so I'm just not going to trap that area. Down here, I usually get some coon sets down here, but this used to be a really narrow channel. I just put a foothold right in there. In one year I caught a few rats, but now it's really wide. But I might be able to get some coon sets down here. I usually set some coon sets. Might see if I see a rat sign over in that little pond area, but maybe some pocket sets. But I'm gonna go on and check out some more area. While I'm waiting for it to open up here, I thought I might as well show you some of my stuff. In here I got some dog proofs, I got some number 11s, I got some 1.5 double coils, and I got some 160s and some 110s. Here I made a new hammer. I lost mine last year, but just a cheap $10 hammer from Harbor Freight, welded a plate on the back. That's how I did my last one. Got some baits here, got some fish. I got some pipes for maybe some pipe sets. Got some cooking oil in here. Cooking oil, some fish oil, some of the fish oil I made. Some cans of tuna. That's normally what I set in the bucket sets, and I just got some dog proof baits here. And then I got a bunch of baits in here, some coon baits in my pouch here. Got some rat and mink baits. Here's the Refuge tags we got to put on here in Wisconsin. You get 40 of them, so you get 40 sets out. They're the shape of a shield this year. But then I got some mink box here. This is a new one I made up. I kind of cut the bottom off here, hoping that when I set the trap, he won't have to walk on a bottom here. It'll be just normal ground. And then I got 3 buckets to make some bucket sets. So I probably got about 10-15 minutes till it opens up here, and I'll start making my first sets. Then I'll head back down that way and check out that new channel that I was showing you. Alright, so finally opened up here. I'm at the last area I just showed you. Here we got a bunch of coon tracks coming through here, so right here I got a dog proof I'm gonna slap in right here. Get this Z-trap push-pull style. These guys are pretty sensitive too. I'm just gonna stick it right by this pillar right in their trail right here. Here I got some bait I just mixed up last night. I got some corn in here and just some cereal, Applejack cereal. And I put a little bit of used cooking oil in there. I think they might like that. So I'll pour some in. Get a little on the trail. Then I got some fish oil. I'm gonna go ahead and spray around the area. And then lastly, I got this bait. Never tried it yet. It smells like berries. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a stick, scoop some up, put it right on top of the dog proof right here. And that should be a good set. Move on to the next set. I think I'm gonna make a pocket set right over here too. Alright, so I'm working on my drowner set right here. There's just this big mound of dirt here. I got the dog proof set right over there. So I got number 11 I'm going to be putting in right here with a drowner down there. So I'm just going to stick this trap in there. Nicely placed right under the water. I got a pocket made here. I'm going to put some fish back in there. Just chopped up fish in here. Put a clump of fish back in there, push it back. Then I'm going to bait this one with some Lennon's lures, just mainly because I caught rats in this area. So hopefully if a rat's coming by, I can catch him too. I'll catch a coon doing this too though. Or a mink. So stick this back in here. Smear it around. Stick that stick in. And that's good to go. Alright, so I'm working on another pocket set here. This is where I had the first pocket last year where I've set right over by this beaver house and on this old beaver dam. But I got a number 11 put down there right now. I got some fish put back there already. And for baits, I'm gonna try this Hawbaker's Mink lure and put some Blackie's Night Mist for muskrats, because I caught muskrats here one time and I think I caught 2 or 3 of them, and every time the mink ate them and I never caught the mink. So I thought, might as well put some muskrat lure and see if I can get some more rats, and put some mink gland lure and hopefully I catch that mink. So I'm just going to stick this back there. Get the Blackie's Night Mist. This is some really good muskrat lure. I've used this before. Smells good too. And I'll shove that one on back there too. And then lastly, I got the fish oil I made. I'm just going to shake it up and I'm going to spray it around the area. This stuff really stinks. So I thought maybe that would be a good attractive for the mink. But that set's all good to go. Hopefully I'll catch that mink this year. Alright, so I'm still in the same area where I just set that pocket over there. There was a few coon tracks right here, so I thought I might as well put a dog proof. That's just a Duke pull trigger. Shove it in the ground right there. I got my Beaver Creek bait here. Fill it up there and put some on the ground. Here I got some Carmen's coon lure. Put a little bit on the trap. And then lastly, put my fish oil all around the set. And that set should be good to go. Hopefully it catches a coon tomorrow. Alright, so I'm at this area where I'm going to be setting that channel that's back here. But right here we have a big coon trail with a ton of tracks on it. I set 2 dog proofs up that way, but now I'm going to set a bucket right here. I'm going to show you how I set up my buckets. So I just got a can of tuna. I already cracked it open, left the lid on so the mice can't eat it. And what I'll do is I'll dump a little juice on the bucket and outside it. I'll just throw the container in the back, and that'll last for a few sets because the mice can't eat it then. Then I got a 160 here. Let's go ahead and set this. I'm going to set it on the first notch on the dog, so it's a nice sensitive set, so they don't have to push real hard to set off the trap. And then I got the triggers L'd, and then I'm going to put the triggers to the back so they can get their head in there further. So I'll put the trap in, I'll stick the springs up just like that so it's up higher, and I'll take some grass and I'll put it in the bottom. And then I'll take my safeties off, and then that set's good to go, and it should catch a coon. Alright, so I'm just starting to check out the channel here. I never trapped this before, so I just came to this little like mud sandbar area. It's kind of cleared out. Seems like a good area where stuff would want to come up on. So right in the corner over here, I went ahead and made a pocket set. But on this one, I put a PVC pipe back there for a pipe set, so it's a little bit better visual. Shoved some fish back in there and sprayed some of my homemade fish oil around it because it really stinks. And I got that set with a number 11 with a drowner. But I don't really see many tracks on here. I'm just thinking, it's a likely spot for something to come up on. It does look like right here a beaver's been beaver or muskrat's been tearing this up, but yep, I'm just gonna keep walking the shoreline and see what else I can get set. It's probably gonna be mainly pocket sets, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so from the main channel here, I just came to this area where it cuts in. It ends just right behind this log here, just a little bit of water coming in. Right underneath this log, I seen some coon tracks, so I decided I was gonna make another little pipe set here. Just a piece of PVC with a 90 on the top, and I got some fish shoved in the PVC. I got a 1.5 double coil with a drowner here, and then I just sprayed some fish oil around the area. Caught them doing this before, and it seems to work. But I thought it'd be the best set here. I was gonna put a pocket here, but this whole area is wood and I didn't want to really rip it all out, so I thought this would be the best set for this area. So hopefully it catches one. Alright, so I just found this new area here. I'm gonna try and make a couple sets, it looks like. But again, we got like this mud sandbar thing area where stuff should definitely come up. But then we got this big mound here. Here we got like a little trail. I might put a 160 in that. But I'm thinking right on this mound, on each end of it, I'm gonna put a pocket set here. And then again, there's like a little trail here. I might put a 160 in that. And I thought maybe on the other side of this mound, I'd put a pocket set there too. So I'll have it set on both sides. So either way an animal comes, should catch them. But we're coming up to where this empties into the main part of the river, and that's probably where I'm gonna stop. But the water's a little bit higher since we got all the rain. I'm kind of worried that the water's gonna drop and ruin some of these sets, but hopefully that don't happen on the first day. So I'll get both of these pocket sets made, and I'll I'll show you what they look like. Okay, I got this whole area set up now. So right here I got a pocket set put in. You see the number 11 right there. Fish in the back, fish oil on the outside, and a little bit of coon bait. Not quite sure what it is, but it's a coon bait that smells pretty sweet and smells good. That's a number 11 with a drowner. Here I got the 160 in the trail. There's not much of a trail here, but I thought it's worth setting, because if anything comes through here, they're gonna go right through there. Probably not gonna go up the hill. And then over here, I got the other pocket set made. Same thing with the number 11 and drowner set. Fish oil and fish. And then this one I set with Lennon's muskrat lure. Possibly if a muskrat comes past here. But it'll still catch a coon or anything else. So, not much further to go. I'm gonna check that out and then I'll head back. And I got a little bit that way to check out. I think I'll put my mink box over there. But finish up and check this area out. Alright, so I got 2 more pocket sets at the other end of the channel all set up. But over here I got a bucket set. And I got my mink box over here. There's always mink tracks along here every year. Got set up right here. I saw 1 set of mink tracks already. But I think I got around 17 sets out, and that'll probably be it for today. So hopefully the water don't drop tonight. Hopefully it don't rain or snow. But hopefully we catch something tomorrow. So I guess I'll see you guys on the trap line tomorrow. And thanks for watching.